and what do you do for Phil Abundance?
I work with our network of several hundred agencies and community partners to distribute food throughout our 9-county service area.
So you guys service 9 counties.
9 counties with around 25 million pounds of food every year.
Now, Preston and Steve, obviously, our listeners know, do a huge Camp Out for Hunger that our whole station is involved in. We love doing right after Thanksgiving, right before Christmas, which I think helps you guys significantly, does it not?
It absolutely does. We count on that food, and our pantries do as well, so we're so appreciative of that event.
And the food pantries are incredible because there's a whole group of people who are what is known as the working poor. They have jobs. They're not homeless folks, but they're people who can't quite, fill in the various. They fall between the cracks, and they can't quite fill in those little pieces. And as a result, they're struggling. And so these food pantries are what?
They are supplemental, and they really can fill in that gap to help support those families that don't qualify for government assistance, but absolutely are in need and can significantly benefit.
And what do you get in a food pantry?
You can get many things. Our agency network is so diverse, from shelf-stable goods that many people may be familiar with, a box of macaroni and cheese and pastas and beans and rice, and household staples, all the way through fresh produce, meat and dairy items that span the range of a grocery store. And that's really what we're excited to support, is our agency's capacity to serve those in need that are their neighbors.
And a buddy of mine was laid off from his job in a pharmaceutical company, and a white collar guy. This is not a homeless gentleman. Not that you don't serve them, because you do, but I mean, and he had trouble putting food on his own, his own table, and you guys helped him. How do people get involved? And because Bruce normally mentioned that he didn't get a chance to tonight, but what would you say?
Well, certainly check out our website. That's where we have all the different types of information about getting involved, whether it's volunteering or donating or advocating for the cause. That hunger can be something, like you said, that can touch every zip code, and a neighbor that you maybe don't realize, someone who's well-educated, college-educated, lost a job and is struggling for that period of time while they find that new work.
And one other thing on Friday, because there's another concert on Friday with Bruce and the E Street Band, and some tickets remain, by the way, if you'd like to go. But he's offered something quite incredible.
He has, and we're so grateful for his generosity. He will be matching dollar for dollar any donation to Phil Abundance during that Friday concert. Staff will be in green T-shirts with a bucket, so as people come to that concert, they can look for them, and any donation that they make will be matched by Bruce Springsteen, dollar for dollar.
So cool. He's so generous. But I mean, where will you be? Will you be like at the entrances, people walking in at all the various entrances?
Yes, that's correct. We will be at the first base and third base entrances with buckets and several staff spread out to be able to be as easily visible and accessible as possible.
That's awesome. You guys do incredible work. We're honored to be able to help you every year with the Camp Out for Hunger, and thanks for what you do, and here's to a day when there is no hunger.
Absolutely. Thank you to you, Bruce, and the community that supports us so well. We're so grateful and appreciate that generosity.
Our program director, Bill Weston, I love the phrase he came up with. He calls it putting Philly first, and where we just get out of our own drama for a moment and think of somebody else who, we all get, oh my God, this has happened to me, oh my God, woe is me about this or this or this, and yet there's always somebody that has it worse. And when you can empathize with someone else's plight and give something of yourself, even if you don't have a lot. I'll never forget the guy that came from almost a 2-hour bus trip on several buses with one little bag of food for a Camp Out for Hunger. He was so committed. He did not have a lot. He was so committed. He came down there with that, and to me that was as valuable as the company that gave us 55,000 pounds of food or whatever it was. I loved that, and we can all make a difference in that way.
It's absolutely true. I similarly have experiences when I volunteer at the Camp Out that families will make it an annual event so their children see and can give and realize they can make a difference in somebody else's life, and that's a rewarding experience that they want to replicate every year. And so we thank the station for hosting something like that and making that a family event.
Well, this is Preston and Steve. They started it before they even came to us, but we were able to add our touch to it. So thank you guys. Great stuff.
Thank you very much.
The website again?
www.philabundance.org.
Okay. And before we wrap up from here, Kev's got the set list. It was